Hey folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Tuesday, February 2nd, 2010. Well, another update on Wall Street across the board today. Fantastic move continuing from yesterday on the back of a weaker US dollar, which is driving commodity prices up. For those of you that are Research Center subscribers and chat room subscribers, you guys know we gave the alert to go short the dollar or look for a pullback in the dollar on Friday based off the 200 moving average hit on the daily UUP chart. I'll punch that in and show you guys that hit right now so you guys can see what we were talking about. Here's your Pierce on Friday. Look at the pullback on the dollar over the last 2 days. That's directly reflected as the oil prices. Look at the USO over the last couple days. Look at this. This is the daily chart. Up, up. All right, you can look at it on the intraday chart. Look at this type of move. I mean, it's an unbelievable move on the intraday USO chart. Look at that continual move up to the upside on the oil trade. That's the USO. Again, the trade I had out in the research center to the hot charts and alerts, and in the video, I had told everyone to go long the UCO underneath that $11 level. Well, sure enough, that UCO, which is 2 times long oil, is now trading at 1166 with a high of 1172 today. Look at this type of move. Unbelievable type move to the upside. Again, I have personally removed profits off the table on that UCO based off of the move today. So there you have it, folks. Again, solid moves on ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil hovering up about 63 cents based off of earnings run yesterday. That also helped the markets gain some steam. And all commodity stocks continue to bounce. FCX, Freeport-McMoRan, up 64 cents today. That had a huge $4 to $5 run yesterday. U.S. Steel today, just barely flat on the day here, down about 19 cents, but that's on the back of a $3 move yesterday on that U.S. Steel. Other stocks, PCU, Southern Copper here, PCU up 75 cents. What a move on PCU across the board. So again, the commodity stocks are rallying, and you can see as soon as this market starts to have the dollar pull back, commodities get a bounce, the market's off to the races. And that's where we stand right now, folks. Again, the Dow is up over 100 points, up 105 on the day. The Nasdaq is up 15, and the S&P 500 up about 13. That's basically 1% across the board, making for a grand 2-day total of over 2% bounce in this market. Again, the master levels spoke to us. We gave the alert to look for longs late last week. The longs were out there. In fact, over the weekend and last Friday and Thursday, I posted up to 22 plays to go long, all bullish longs. And sure enough, they are all paying huge dividends, up $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 across the board, including the ExxonMobil trade that we took off the table yesterday on earnings and the UCO, which we took off today. So there you have it, continued money being made, again, for a $49.99 service per month. It's a no-brainer, folks, absolutely a no-brainer. Again, the money that you should be making off that research center should, multiply out tons and tons of times there. Now, again, focus on the charts. We saw today a gap up above the 200. We closed into the 200. What I want to show you here is actually a reason why you knew the market would most likely go higher today. Again, for those of you in the research center, you know my bias was basically an upside bias, neutral to upside bias again for today based off of the moves. See this connector right here from this pivot to this pivot to this pivot? This is actually a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders. Look at this. Here's a shoulder, here's a head, and there's your little bit of a shoulder. And then once you broke above this green trend line, which was just into the close on yesterday's close, right here into the 200, that's actually a breakout of the head and shoulder and should continue to the upside. The beauty of it is you closed underneath the 200 moving average. So the question was, well, where's this going to go? All right, is this going to go to the upside? Is it going to go to the downside? And today it solved that problem. How did it solve that problem? It just gapped above. When I talk to the Research Center subscribers, as I teach them and educate them and give them guidance and calls, I really focus on the educational side, and I say to the people, when you're into a major resistance, what's the easiest way to get across or over it? And again, I use the analogy, well, if you're at a brook or a stream or a river, what's the easiest way to get over? Well, jump. If you can jump over. Instead of wading through, maybe getting swept down the river, if you can jump across or if you can take the bridge across, any way that gets you just above it without having to go through it is the best way. Sure enough today, look at this. Gap up, pull back into the 200. 1, 2, 3 tails. 3 tails, you guys know the battle analogy. At least the premium service guys in the Research Center and chat room know the battle analogy. That's what you're talking about right there. That's telling you this is going up. Can't get below gap fill. Can't get below the 200 on a closing basis. You have a 3-tail signal right there. That's a huge tail signal that tells you this market is going to go higher. So off to the races we go, surging up. We come to our first resistance right here at around 109.80. You stall out right there. Let me squeeze the chart back so we can see. you stall right into that green trend line. You can see how you consolidate, pull back, move back up, consolidate, then break higher, consolidate, break higher, and you just hit into what level, folks? And again, for those of you that have followed us for months on end now, you should know this level by heart. The 110.34 level happens to be what we've referred to and coined the phrase the Great Wall of China, upper level. That is the Great Wall of China upper level here in red, and that, sure enough, look at the pullback coming off of this chart. It's a beautiful pullback, unbelievable pullback coming in right now. And again, you're going to look basically not for a lot of downside in this market. In fact, I think this market is right around the tops of the highs of the day. I think it could go to 110.50 or so. There's another major level there, but anywhere in this range, I think the top has been put in today personally, but I don't think this market's going to pull back in a major way. All right, granted, I've taken most of my longs off the table, and now I'm going to start to scout for shorting opportunities if we get a little higher. And again, for those of you that want exact entries and exact calls and exact stocks and guidance, you have to join the Research Center or the Intraday Stock Chat. But essentially, what I'm looking for now is a market that is going to kind of pull back intraday, maybe into the 20 moving average, or maybe consolidate, maybe go a tiny bit higher. But right in this area up here, I think will be right around the highs, maybe a little higher than the high today. 110.50, 110.55 area is a possibility. But for the most part, I would say the tops are in for the day, and that's what I'm currently looking for, and maybe a little bit of sideways move into the close today. All right. Now we have to keep in mind, guys, tomorrow there's some big economic news. You also have some earnings news coming out over the next couple days. But tomorrow, the ADP jobs number, that's the private sector jobs number coming out over the next tomorrow morning, I believe 8:15 a.m. Eastern time will be that ADP employment number. That will be big, folks, no doubt about it. So watch that closely. Keep an eye on this chart, guys. Again, watch the intraday levels. We can take a look at the 60-minute. You can see right here. Here's your upper Great Wall of China. Look at this. Pivot, pivot, and look at where we are right now. That tells you again that most likely the top is in. Now the crazy thing about it is this ultimately could break higher, and we have to watch for that. If it breaks higher, this is a nice one move all the way possibly up to 111.50. All right, 111.50 to 112, you'll start to find some major resistance in this market. But I wouldn't be so shocking to me to see this market move all the way up into that level. All right, so again, folks, this is just a little bit of a taste on an intraday basis of what we do. We focus on the daily, the weekly, the monthly charts for swing traders, for day traders, for long-term investors. We cover it all. We give you guidance from intraday all the way out towards multi-month period, even a year out. So again, whatever you're looking for, we have it here. We give you the guidance, the picks, the education, all encompassing into one. Hot charts and alerts, Pro Trader watch list. Again, 4 plays taken off the Pro Trader watch list today for profits. A key play, the UCO taken off on the hot charts and alerts, amongst other calls yesterday, FCX from Friday, and then ExxonMobil was taken off yesterday as well, the hot charts and alerts. Nightly videos, which I produce personally, 40 minutes in length on hardcore technicals and analysis, setting you up for anything you're looking to do. Commodities, stocks, currencies, you name it, it's included. You do want to check this out, folks. Again, come join the Research Center, $49.99 a month, about as cheap as you can be. And again, you want to get in on that because it's going to help guide you and make you a profitable trader and investor. Take care.